This video will show you how to take a Google form and take a template and then revise it and make it your own. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to the template that was shared with you, and I shared it with you as a view only, so that when you go to file, then you're going to make a copy. And I'm just going to name, you can name it whatever you want, but I'm going to name it video directions, and then say OK. So now that's changed this. My original one is still sitting back in my Google Drive. I like to double check and make sure that's the case. So there's my original, and here's my one that I'm working on. Okay, the very first thing you want to do is go to the form and make sure that you have accepting responses turned off. You can always turn those back on and check and see what your live form looks like, but if this is not checked and you click on go to live form, it'll give you an oops error. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go to edit form, since I have accepting responses turned off. Edit form. And then now let's say that I want to take this question and it doesn't, or this one, and it doesn't really fit what I'm trying to find. So notice that the creativity question is here and it's here. I'm going to delete it from the form and say OK and hit save. Very important to hit save, otherwise it won't change it. So you can see it's off of here now, off of the form that the parents will be filling out, but it still sits right in here. So that doesn't really go away on the spreadsheet here with our isd112.org accounts. So then let's say I wanted to take this one now, and you can see that this one says has enabled my son or daughter to be more productive. Okay, so that's right there. What I'm going to do is I am going to change that question just a little bit. And remember, I can only do this when I'm not allowing responses. So I'm going to go up here and hit this pencil, and using technology has really enabled. And then I'm going to go down and say done, and then hit save. And notice that it added really on there for me. Okay, so that's editing a current question. The other thing that you can do is you can add a question. So you'll see that on the spreadsheet right now, the last question is, technologies help my son or daughter learn this year by. What I'm going to do is go to that form again, and I'm going to add an item. So I can choose any of these, it doesn't matter. Let's just say I'm going to do multiple choice, and I'm going to change my mind. I can do that still. I can say text instead, and I think technology is great because, and then I can make this a required question or not, and then I can hit done. I can also type in some help text in there. When I hit done, you're going to see that that question will appear right here in column J after I hit save. My bad. There it is. Okay, so now that's saved in there. Once I go back, then I'm going to close this window out. You're going to notice that the form in here, I want to double check it and see if it looks like I want it to be. So if I go to live form and click on it right now, I'm going to get an oops error. So I'm going to hit accepting responses, and then I'm going to go to live form. You can see here it added that really, it got rid of the creativity question, and it added in, I think technology is great because. So we got all those things. I'm going to close this form out and go back. And let's say this is the one that I took off, I deleted, and you can hide that. If I just click in here and I get that hand, I can right click and I can hide that column. So then you're not going to wonder why in the world is that column in here if that question is not on the survey. You can see that that has disappeared. All I need to show that again is I can right click, my bad, I can shift and click, and I can unhide columns, and that way I can see that one again if I wanted to. Okay, so that's how you do some editing to a Google form and make it usable. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks.